guys, how are you? Here we are at Queens Avenue. This is why I named it what I did. My husband had that arbor made for me. This is my rose. I cannot ever remember the name of it. And we have this wonderful clematis that's been there for several years, and it's finally really, not several years, this is I think the third year, and it's finally really taken off. Look at the size of these hostas. I mean, they're huge. And then this is a little side garden we got going on here. But this isn't why I'm taking this video. The reason I'm taking this video, because I don't actually do this work. See, got a little pond back there. It's not very big, maybe an acre. Still nice. People have their kayaks out there. I have a kayak, and we go out there and hang out. So, fenced in dog-free yard. But anyway, this isn't why I'm doing this video. The reason for this video is to let you guys know and show you what I've been doing. And of course, there's my cans that go to the recycle center. I've been cleaning out the garage today because I need to get organized. So right now, I've been working on getting all my postal boxes in order, as well as these newspapers, because I use them for packing. I've got more boxes over here, and I've got all this bubble wrap. Now, I want to tell you guys something about boxes from the post office. If you go to the post office and you want to buy, or you need a box, they will sell you this box. But if you go online, you can order 10 or 25 of them at a time, and they'll bring them to you in packs like this for free. So anyway, I'm organizing, and this is what I've been doing. I've been working on my eBay. Boxes that are packed up are going. Those are extra cardboard boxes. Those two planters are going to be put on Marketplace. All of this stuff is on eBay already. I got this chifforobe on auction, at an auction. It's Baker for $160, if you can believe that. For what I would pay for two of those kind of shelves at Lowe's, that's what I paid for this. So anyway, everything in here is listed on eBay. And all the drawers are full. All this is Limoges. Most of it's Limoges. Cup, Staffordshire. So all of this stuff I'm trying to sell to help my little girl with school. Then, of course, all of this stuff is also on eBay. And it's completely packed. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to show you why I haven't been on. You know, it takes a while to list an item on eBay, and I have about 800 items on eBay at this point. So, I mean, I'm really dedicating myself to doing it, and it takes a lot of time. So somebody on Marketplace said, hey, free boxes, so I went and got them. All of this stuff is listed on eBay. And then I, mark up there what it is, so I know what it is. And then I mark it out when I get ready to ship it. But I don't know if you guys know who Mary Hadley or M.A. Hadley Pottery is, but this is her stuff, and I've got a whole tray of it. And that's just papers I need to burn. I don't know what this is. What's this? Probably something, yep, it's broken, see. I hate broken. I love this little cup, but, it's broken. Goodwill won't even take broken. So, and I bought this massage table, and it needs something. It needs work. Bought a Christmas tree for $10. That's gonna go. I mean, it's for sale. This mannequin I'm keeping because I'm gonna take it downstairs and put my clothes on it. I have this electric log heater isn't, there goes Ruby. Ruby, where are you going? Don't go out that door. There's an invisible fence line across the front of the garage door, but she's not wearing a collar. Ruby, you stay here. See, we have deer out there. And if the deer take off, she's gonna take off. But anyway, the heater's for sale too. Ruby, come. I gotta get her before she takes. Ruby, don't you go after that deer. Come on, you stay here. Okay, so, okay, now I had to go. I was gonna rent a building and Joey's like, no. Hey, come here, Ruby, you gotta go in. I'm afraid she's gonna go after the deer. Go in here. Go, come on. So, my finger's in the way. So I told Joey it was like a scare technique. Although I was seriously thinking about buying some kind of building. I was looking at a fourplex that I could use one for an office, and then I would have to actually leave the house. So I didn't really want to do that. He goes, no, I'll give you some more garage space. So he gave me this garage space, and these two on this end right here, these are things that I have not yet listed on eBay, okay? Except I think that box might be on that one there. See, it's got a question mark. All of the stuff on these two shelves are listed on eBay, except my pots, which are not going on eBay. But I mean, you know, these are too thick. I figured that's the best way to store them. I mean, I've got Majolica. This is all Staffordshire. Each one of these has to be individually wrapped up in like this and put in a box. I've got a lot of this Bohemian Czech glass, pharmacy bottles, book ends. And then this chair is for sale. And this thing came in a lot of other things. I mean, you know, you buy a lot of things, and there were some cool things in there, and then this was included. This is an upside down piano leg cut off, and somebody had attached a copper, ashtray to the top of this piece. Joey thinks it's cool. I was going to throw it in the fire, but he didn't want me to, so I guess I'll keep it. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm trying to get organized and getting this stuff on. So look at this. Okay, so I got this little bronze angel and a bronze stork. I'm going to lay him down so he doesn't fall down. And then I have got this beautiful set of English china. I mean, I don't know if you like it or not, but somebody will. It's all in great shape, and here's more of it. I think I have more of it inside, but it might be different. This jardiniere, I think I'm going to keep. And all of this stuff has to go on. Look at that little duck. That's a blue milk glass. This is a cool piece, like tile. And I lost the piece for this. This has a chip, but I like it anyway. Anyway, got some Staffordshire stuff and Japanese stuff. Those Boda boxes aren't wine. They've got pharmacy bottles in them, so because they're such good bottles. So anyway, that's what's been going on around here. You guys got to see my dining room. It's incredible. I mean, crazy. Let me grab my water. So, Ruby she has such a separation anxiety. She doesn't like to be apart from me. This is a cool piece that I've got on eBay. Look. It's probably early 18th century, I would think, and probably Spanish or Italian. But it's an artist box. This piece lifts out. This piece lifts out. I mean, it's not in that great condition, but it's old. It's, you know, it's not broken. I don't know what you put in here. Paper clips, I don't know. There's another little box in here, and the original little jar that came with it. Looks like ink. Wow, wouldn't it be a drag to break it at this point? So, I don't know if it's an artist's box or a writer's box, but here's another little round box. And then this little box, and everything comes out. So I think that's really cool. Tell you, I went to an estate sale at the home of two of my former professors. Well, actually, one of them was a former professor of college for me, and I got this pretty little Persian rug there. But I went to their home, and they were having an estate sale because they were retiring, and I had him in sociology, and she was a professor of nursing and worked with my mother for years and years and years. My mother was a professor at the university for 35 years, and this woman worked with her. But they were retiring and moving to assisted living because their house had a lot of levels, and you know they're in their probably early 80s. So they had. This isn't the only place I've gotten stuff, but they've had amassed a huge collection of wonderful treasures, and I went to their sale. Okay, so my dining room table, none of this stuff is on eBay. It all has to go on eBay. So, you know, I think I'm going to sell that little table. I got it for $10 because I wanted my husband to have a tray table because he's, you know, he doesn't get around very well, and so he can sit there and eat. But I like this one better because I got it from them, and it's bamboo. This one really needs some work, needs a new top, and I think I'm just going to sell it. But here's some cool pieces that I got. These are little mugs that say "Godspeed the plow," and they're English, and it's the farmer's prayer. And on the back it says, "Let the wealthy and great roll in splendor and state. I envy thee not, I declare it. I eat my own lamb, my own chickens and ham. I shear my own sheep and I wear it. I have lawns, I have bowers, I have fruits, I have flowers. The lark is my morning alarmer. So jolly boys now, here God speeds the plow. Long life and success to the farmer." Is that cool or what? I have 6 of these. See, there's 3 over here too. And these were my grandmother's. I have 6 of these, and I have another one that's about this tall that I'm gonna keep for myself. But anyway, so so some of these things, you know, you run across and you think, man, I really like that. This is a ceramic basket, and it's huge. I mean, look at my fireplace; it takes up the whole thing. This is one of those things that my husband says, we're not getting rid of that. As well as, I brought these ducks in, and he said, those are my ducks. You can't have my ducks. You can't sell my ducks. So I said, okay. That one's about to fall off. He wants his ducks. And then some of these are sterling silver candlesticks, and some of them are silver plate. But the clock needs work. It's I think probably Italian. It could be French, but it might be. It kind of looks Italian to me. The crystal's broken, and somebody needs to look at it. So, and I got this really great little table at an auction. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell that yet or not. But I wanted to show you these cool things. This little I got these. I actually brought these back, carried them. These were carried them by hand from China when I adopted my daughter. These little pieces, I have a couple of these. This has a marble base, and each leaf is carved out of jade, and each flower petal is carved out of rose quartz. Is that wild or what? Anyway, I bought that for my husband years and years ago. Here we are. Anyway, so yeah, oh, and I got this wonderful, huge piece. I mean, it's huge. And it's absolutely gorgeous. I hate to part with it. And this table, look at my hand in the middle of it. It's huge. I hate to cover it up with this candle, but I gotta put that under the candle or it'll hurt the table. But anywho, let's see. Okay. Well, there's a whole story behind this thing, let me tell you, and it's not a good one. All of this stuff is on eBay. This cabinet isn't staying, but all this is on eBay. And this is all my personal stuff. I'm not selling that. But I bought this cabinet because my husband's cousin bought it. And I found it at a consignment store. And it's made by a real high-end cabinet shop here that, we've known 3 or 4 generations of this family. And when it got here, we tried to get it down this hallway, and it wouldn't make that turn. But the whole time it was covered up by moving blankets. And guess why? Look. Look at the damage. All this is scratches. And the guy won't admit to it. So anyway. And then there's a story about this box right here that's all packed up and ready to go. Yesterday, I also have stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and yesterday, this woman wrote me, I guess it was a woman, she said she was a woman. Her name was Anita, I don't know. Wanted to buy a sterling silver bowl from me, and she made me an offer and I accepted it. And then she said, "Did you get the money?" And I'm like, "Well, it hasn't hit my PayPal account yet." Okay, she said, "Well, check your spam email, or check your email." And I said, "No, it's not there." She said, "I'll check your spam email." And okay, so I got that. I'm gonna continue my story. This is a Victorian chair, and these are 2 Eastlake chairs that I would love for somebody not to buy so I can keep them. But so she goes, check it. Okay, so check your spam. Well, I'm like, yeah, it's there. And so I proceeded, and it had her address on it and everything. So I proceeded to pay $26 for the insurance and for shipping of this package. And I texted my mail lady, who, because this is a tiny little village and everybody knows everybody. And I'm gonna turn the camera on so you can see me. And I hope you can see me. I tried this earlier and it didn't work out too well. So anyway, I texted my mail lady. I said, "Hey, there's a package on the front porch." There were already 2 in the mailbox, but this one wouldn't fit. So then she wrote me back and she said, "Hey, I just got a weird email. Did you get it too? It's from PayPal." And so I went and I looked. I'm like, "Oh, what is this?" And it said, from PayPal, dangerous email. And then below there it said, "So-and-so can't pay you $300 because," or no, they said, "Your seller can't accept your $300 because she doesn't have a PayPal business account, and her account won't accept anything over $199.99, which is not true because I have accepted over $199.99 many times. So I thought, well, that's weird. And then below there it said, "Okay, if you want to help your seller knock her over into the next category of business so that you can send her this money, send her $300 more." And that's, there you go. Send her $300 more, and then she can send it back to you. I'm like, dude, you should have stopped where you were, because that package was on the front porch. And my mail lady, Jane, would have been there in 10 minutes to pick it up. Then I got out there and got that off that porch. Texted Jane back and said, "No go." And so now I have bought a package that cost me $26 in shipping and insurance to send to this lady, and it's got her address on it and everything. Now, I could cancel it, or I could put some cat litter in there and send it to her. Well, that'd probably be heavy. I thought about putting those snakes that jump out, you know, I thought about doing that. Because, I mean, I've already paid for it. It would be worth it. But anyway, so what do you do, right? Now, I'm going to show you a couple other little things that I have. I've just put these on eBay yesterday, so I'm going to turn the camera back around. This is a really cool Greyhound bronze, which I love, and these two little lions. Now, here's the thing about these lions, you guys, if you're ever looking for them. Most of the time you see the lions and they have two of them. They're either facing each other or facing away from each other, but both of them have their feet on a ball, okay? Well, that's not how it's supposed to be. This is the male, and he has his foot on the earth. And this is the female. And a lot of times she has, well, she has her foot on a cub, but a lot of times she has two other or three other cubs with her. But this is the way they're supposed to be in China, so that, you know, it's a pair. This is a real pair. So then, yes, okay, so then I also got, these are kind of cool. These are from the 70s. They're not old. I think they're silver plate, though, and they're very sharp. I put them back here because I didn't want Murphy, you know, who gets into everything. I didn't want her to get into that. And then, hang on a sec. These, there's a little story behind these. These little silver spoons, I bought, where did I buy these? I bought these at the professor's house. Okay, so these little twisted handle silver spoons are made by Solomon Ralph Blesenthal, who was born in Prussia in 1824, and he came to the United States through New York, I found out, because it was pretty easily to figure him out. He was listed in Louisville directories in 1859 as a jeweler and as a watchmaker, which isn't put here, but I know that it is, from 1859 to 1899, and then he died in 1903. His wife's name was Rosalie, and he had a daughter named Julia. His wife, I think, died in 1907. But these are beautiful little coin silver. So they're pure silver. They're not 925 silver. I think that's right. And this is these were made using the lost wax method. So he actually made the mold and made them himself. And these pieces are really cool too. These are not 925 sterling, they are 800 sterling, which is usually what you get when you find anything that says international silver on it. It's not 925, it just says international silver, but they're beautiful. So those went on yesterday. These all have to go out to the garage. With Joey, oh, I gotta tell you what happened last night. It was horrible. These two pieces, this is a berry spoon, and I think this is a nut spoon. But these were made in Holland, I think in about 1824 by the, this is all in Dutch too, man. I had to really get my loop out and look at it. Plus it's on silk and it's not flat. By the Van Kempen and Son Jewelers. And it's just in the original box. It's so cool. So anyway, yesterday, my husband and I were eating dinner, and he said, you know, I just don't feel right. My husband has had open heart surgery. He had 5, what do you call it, quintuple bypass. Let me turn the camera back on. I'm not really giving you a house tour, okay? He had a quintuple bypass back in, well, he was 42. I don't know what year that was. We weren't married at that time. Lost my train of thought. He's had several stents since then, and he wasn't feeling well. So I'm like, well, we need to go to the hospital. Well, our neighbor across the street is she's a retired nurse. I happen to have a stethoscope, and she came over and listened to his heart, and his heartbeat was irregular. So, you know, we were getting ready to load up to go to the hospital. I was getting dressed. And Murphy has attacked my painter, who is a woman. She's attacked me, of course. She's attacked my daughter. She's attacked my best friend, or come after my best friend. She's attacked my niece. She's attacked my sister-in-law. And last night, she came after Nancy. So Joey was sitting right here in this chair. Nancy was standing right here doing his heart. Murphy was coming from over there. And he lunged out, he saw her coming, he lunged out of the chair to stop her from getting to Nancy and fell on the floor. So Murphy is a dangerous, aggressive Maine Coon who is only 3.5 years old. She has an autoimmune disease which costs a lot of money to treat, causes her a lot of pain whenever she gets it affects her soft body tissues, so her lips, her bottoms of her feet. So whenever she has an episode, it's really painful for her, and I end up with her at the vet, and she's so aggressive she has to be anesthetized for them to even treat her. I mean, I can't rehome her. I can't have any children in my house. I can't have another woman in my house. And she bites me too. But I can't, she came after my best friend, and I stood in between them, and I had a blanket, a throw, that I was going to have to throw over her, because when she couldn't get to my best friend, she was going to go after me. And she just, something clicks in her head, and she's not right. I don't understand, but so anyway, Thursday is the day that she's going to be euthanized, which is, you know, it's a real shame, and it's really very sad. And we love her, especially Joey loves her. I mean, she doesn't bite him the way she bites me, but Joey loves her, and I don't want to do this, but it's gone on so long that last night he finally saw what I've seen all along, because a lot of times he's not here when she has an episode and goes after the woman that is my friend or works here or whatever, you know, to help. Like, you know, it's nuts. I hope my camera isn't shaking around too bad. This is hard to do like this. I can't see when I'm filming because I'm looking at the lens instead of looking at the screen, so it's backwards. It's really hard. I did this earlier, and all I saw when I played the video back was the bottom of my chin, and I'm like, that ain't gonna do. So anyway, I want to show you some more stuff that I have put on eBay, or that I'm putting on eBay. You know, I showed you that, we're gonna go into the bathroom now. I showed you that little tree, that little, here's another one. This piece is a cloisonne pot. It's really interesting how they make cloisonne, because all these little gold lines are really brass wires, and then they paint in between them. Isn't that cool? And this is so heavy. This also are jade. All the leaves are jade, and all the flowers are lapis lazuli. Or lazuli. So this little mirror is on, but this is a safer place for it. And then this is my room, so don't look at the mess. I have a cover on my bed because I have a dog. So I have all this stuff. After I get the garage cleaned up, I have all this stuff to put on eBay today. And this is all more pottery, Chinese spoons. These are actually really old ones. There's more down there that aren't old, but those are old. And then I have these pieces. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Look. Now these also came in a lot with about, I think there were 10 other pieces that weren't broken. But these are French, and look, it's broken. I can't sell broken. Look at this one. It's broken. It's broken right here. So, hey, I might put those on eBay and say, hey, if anybody wants these, they're $2 and you pay the shipping or something like that. But I have all this. It's not all sterling. Some of it's sterling. Some of these are silver plate. All these are little tiny. These actually were mine. Sterling silver frames. I think this is Tiffany. I can't find anything on these. Look at this. Aren't these beautiful? See the little cherub in the middle? And this is really cool. Look at this. I'm going to put it on this white thing so you can see it. Look at the handle. Ah! There's two of these. There's a fork and a knife. And then this beautiful set of tea cups. Look how little they are. Aren't those pretty? And I bought this jewelry box at an auction, and there was a knife in there that is worth $100. So, just the knife. So anyway, that's what I've been doing, you guys. That's why I haven't been online. It's been kind of crazy, and I will try to come on more. I feel guilty about it. I miss you guys, and I seriously am working at least 8 hours a day, 6 days a week, and it's just, I'm worn out. So, but let's talk about Trump for a second, okay, before we go. I know, you know, I waver on this. I don't think I've ever, although I have pictured him and tried to manifest him in my mind in an orange jumpsuit. I want to remind you of someone. George Papadopoulos lied to the FBI, and he got 2 weeks. He got 2 weeks. Who gets 2 weeks? Nobody, unless you're one of Trump's friends. So anyway, if they give George Papadopoulos 2 weeks, how many weeks do you think they're going to give Donald Trump? I mean, he's a former president of the United States. I just don't see him putting him in prison. I see them taking everything that he owns. I see him losing maybe everything but one property so that the president has somewhere to live. But, you know, he's going to have to pay. And, but I don't see him in prison. Now, a lot of those other people, yeah. Nadler's opening up a new case today. Adam Schiff, he is gung-ho to go after him. Eric Swalwell is suing him and some other people. Nancy Pelosi wants him in prison. I know she does. I hope this camera isn't shaking too badly. But I just don't know about, I just don't know if they will put him in prison. If he actually was convicted and sentenced, I think he would probably off himself. And then we would have a war on our hands. If he gets put in prison, we're going to have a war on our hands. So that is a concern should be a concern of all of us. I know we have many unstable people out there. That was in evidence January 6th. So there's no telling what they'll do. So anyway, you guys, I got to get back out to the garage and finish cleaning that up. And I wanted to say hello, and I miss you, and I love you, and I'll try to come back on more often. So we need to get my cards out, right? So anyway, hit the like and leave comments and all that kind of stuff, and I'll be back. Thanks. Bye.